All right.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started and welcome everybody to Shake Up Your Makeup Bag. And we've got our beautiful friend Tory with us this evening. And this is going to be just Peachy. And we're a repeat from the look of the month from the beginning of the month, just because we know that there were lots of viewers that missed the first time around. So we want to do it this time and do a live stream right into our YouTube channel. So we're going to be doing 3 eyeshadows, a blush, and then a lip color. And then I added some lip liner. We're going to talk about face spray, the setting spray, and talk about some mascara. So we've got quite a few things to kind of kick us off with here. So just to begin with, and I always like to start off with a little bit of a Mary Kay intro just for our company, because I'm so very proud of our company. So let's watch our quick Mary Kay intro video, and then we'll get started on our makeover.
We believe passionately in entrepreneurial fire, in giving everyone, everywhere, the chance to do their best and feel even better. We believe in you. We're here to empower every beautiful dimension of you. And at Mary Kay, we know we've all got a few things in common. We're all worthy of a community that understands us. We all deserve flexibility, and we should get to run our day instead of it running us. So maybe that's what brought you here to get to know us. Mary Kay has been a groundbreaking, trailblazing company for more than 60 years, and we follow in the footsteps of the original beauty influencer. Like many women in the 60s, Mary Kay Ash was not treated fairly in the workplace, so she made a change and founded a company that gives everyone the opportunity they deserve. Today, Mary Kay continues to be family-owned and continues empowering others in more than 35 countries. We are a company driven by the idea that you can do what you love, be who you want, and earn extra income on your terms. Our idea is powerful in its simplicity. First, Mary Kay creates hundreds of products that people crave. And yes, we win industry awards. Conduct 500,000 tests a year for safety, quality, and performance. Hold more than 1,600 global patents. And products are made in our own global manufacturing and research facility. Because what gets us really excited is how much people love our products. Because your confidence is our obsession. Next, we keep the business model beautifully simple too. Independent beauty consultants are 100% independent business owners. They buy directly from Mary Kay, then sell directly to customers to earn money. That's it. No wholesalers, no middlemen, no one holding them back, period. They enjoy the flexibility to work a Mary Kay business a lot or a little at parties, online, and on social, all while learning life skills from others and getting digital tools to help along the way. And if they're ready to lead a team of their own, they can drive the business as far as they want. Beauty consultants have one of the highest profit potentials on product sales in the world. Plus, at Mary Kay, they are always celebrated. Small wins are recognized, and big accomplishments are richly rewarded by a community of entrepreneurs and corporate employees around the world. Working together, we've also built a long history of giving. Mary Kay and its 4 company-sponsored foundations has given more than $200 million in monetary survivor empowerment, with more than $24 million awarded to cancer research innovation from the Mary Kay Ash Foundation. And we strive to protect the environment by planting more than 1 million trees, powering our global headquarters and manufacturing with 100% renewable energy, and achieving zero landfill site status in our global manufacturing facility. We are a brand with a purpose, and we hope you see the amazing potential we see for a bright future together. This is where you can come to thrive. This is where you can unleash your confidence. This is Mary Kay, empowering women entrepreneurs since 1963. Then, now, always.
Wow, I just love that video. It's one of my favorites. Always, always, always. So I'm going to just take those things out. There we go. Okay, so we are live streaming into my YouTube channel. Just double checking to make sure that it's still going on. Yep, we're still happening. Okay, and so we're going to go ahead and get started. And then towards the end, or when we're all done, we'll recap what we've done, and then I'll share a little bit about my story, why I joined Mary Kay, and what a great journey it's been. So, Tory, what's the first thing that you do when you start your Mary Kay makeover? When you start with this Just Peachy look?
So the first thing I do is I put on my complex correction cream as a foundation base to start on.
Okay. And then do you do anything with your eyebrows?
I personally don't, but I know some people like doing things with their eyebrows. I don't need to because I have been blessed with very dark eyebrows.
You got great eyebrows. So and I asked that question because I don't have dark eyebrows anymore. And so what I did before we started this video is I actually just use our eyeshadow called Cashmere Haze, and it's a matte eyeshadow from Mary Kay. And I just use a little wedge brush and I just pat it on my eyebrows to give them some color because they're kind of fading fast. I'm losing the tails. And it's just part of the process of, going from your 40s to your 70s, sort of say. You lose a couple things, and one of them are some eyebrow hairs. So, and then did you do anything special around your eyes to, in terms of concealer or anything ahead of time around your eye zone area?
No, I just do the correction cream.
Okay. And I do something a little bit different because my eyes have gotten a little bit darker. It's just the natural coloration over time. So I use a very light concealer on the eyelid socket here. And then just like you, the under eye corrector under the eye to help with darkness under the eyes. So now we're going to go ahead and get started with our first eyeshadow. And I always like to use the all over eyeshadow brush. And this design calls for crystalline. And so I'm going to load my brush with crystalline. And I've already done one eye. So if you can see one eye is done and the other eye is looking pretty naked. So we're just going to match those up a little bit. So I like to put crystalline on the inside corner of the eye and I basically just pat it. And I'll continue that all the way out. I like to just highlight my whole eyelid with the crystalline. And then I'm going to go back with two other colors after that. But highlight that whole eyelid. Then I'll pick up just a little bit more of the crystalline on the top edge of the brush. And I'm literally just going to underline my eyebrow above. First, I pat the eyeshadow on, and then I just very carefully drag it across. And then our next color on that is Shiny Penny. Tory, where would you put Shiny Penny for your design?
I would put it at the very center, like right exactly above my pupil.
Okay, let's do it. Sounds great. And I find if I kind of pat the eyeshadow on first and kind of make like almost a stripe and put a lot of color on. If you wear glasses, you can put a lot of color on so that the color shows through on your glasses. Even though I wear contacts, most of the time I wear glasses. But our eyeshadows are ophthalmologist tested and they are safe for allergy prone skin and for safe for contact lens wear. So if people have concerns about wearing an eyeshadow, these are perfect for that because the color is true and true. And when you put it on, by putting on that the perfecting concealer on your eyelids ahead of time, it works as an eyeshadow primer. How you doing, Tory?
Doing good.
Awesome. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nice. Even that color just by itself looks real pretty with your skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Okay. And then we're going to move on now to our next color, which this is our last color for the eyes, which is called Cinnabar. So, Tory, where would you put your Cinnabar?
I would put it right at the end from where you stop with the Shiny Penny all the way to the little point of your eye. That's where I would do it.
Okay. And I like to use what we call the define brush on this, or the contour brush. It's got a little bit of an angle, so I can put some little bit more of an angle in there. So that sounds great. And again, I load the top of the brush. And I turn the brush so that the pointy side of the brush is more towards the outside corner of the eye, and I just pat it. And actually, I pat it into the crease of the eye, And then the outside corner, like Tory was mentioning. I don't blend it yet. I just pat everything. I want to put a chunk of color there. And then because my eyes are a little bit deep set, I want to bring the eyeshadow up over the eyebrow bone a little bit more. So I want that to be shown. And I'll bring that actually into the inside corner of my eye a little bit also. I have to flip my mirror to mag side so I can see this better. Once I've got that rich color on, then I'll use that same brush and I'll just do a little bit of soft blending so I don't have a blunt line there. And then blend the outside corner. Because the goal here is just to have that soft transition. And then I'll pick up a little bit with the same brush and I'll just go over and soften the line, the cinnabar line that's up above the brow bone. So it's not too harsh. It looks like a transition from the crystalline to the cinnabar. And if you ever have your eyeshadow come down like below the corner of your eye, it will make the eyes look tired and make them look a little bit sad. So you always want to end your eyeshadow kind of in a wedge going up this way. You want to stop it shy of that. Sometimes I'll use the very light perfecting concealer and I'll just do a swipe up in here so it looks like a flesh tone of concealer. And then I'll go back with a clean brush and just kind of pat that so it's a real almost it's a line, but you can't quite figure out why you're seeing something there. You're not quite sure what you're seeing. That looks real nice, Tory. Okay. Now, I decided that I wanted to add a little bit of our Mary Kay brown waterproof eyeliner. And this is our newer eyeliners. These are just back in stock. Hooray, hooray, hooray. We can get these again. Thank you, Mary Kay. And I just do a little stroke along the bottom of the eyelash. And I go almost in, but not all the way. And then on the bottom line, I just do a little bit, probably about a quarter of the way. I don't go all the way. Because if I go all the way, it will make maybe I'll go halfway just so that it's balanced out. If I go all the way with a dark eyeliner, especially just on my bottom eye line, it will make my eyes look small. And so I want my eyes to open, not look small. So if you outline the whole eye, it does make them look too small, especially with eyes over 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 and counting, counting over. And the whole purpose behind the eyeliner is just really to make your eyelashes look thicker, but it gives some great definition. So Tory, now what mascara are you going to put on?
So I have the Lash Love Panorama that I will be putting on.
Okay. And I use a 3-part mascara recipe. So my first step, and I've already got my 3 mascaras on this side, but my first step is first I want to use lengthening. So I'm going to use the Mary Kay Lash Love Lengthening. And I actually turn it so that the bow side of the brush is touching the eyelashes. It gives me better control and I can get closer to the base of the eyelashes. And I just stroke it to start giving my eyelashes some length because they've gotten shorter over time. I don't know what that's all about. Just when we want to have those long eyelashes, like, I bet like my sons always have longer eyelashes than me. Like, what's that all about? They don't even need mascara. Like, what are they doing with the long eyelashes? So that's step number 1 with just the Lash Love on. Then I like to now I want my eyelashes to look thicker. So I apply a little bit of the Ultimate Mascara that gives great volume. And with this one, I also wiggle this on a little bit more. And you can put that at the base of the eyelash and roll the wand to really allow that mascara to envelop the eyelashes, each one of them individually if possible. You can see how it's just starting to thicken those eyelashes up. And I like the fact that it doesn't get chunky. And I'm able to do just a little bit on the outside corner of the bottom lashes, but not so much. And then let's finish up with the Panorama. So Tory's doing a super job with her Panorama. What do you like about the Panorama, Tory?
it makes it look like you have false eyelashes on. It just like instantly like there's your eyelashes.
Yeah, yeah. I like the whiskers on the end of the brush because that allows me to get right into the inside corner of my eyelash of my eye socket where I know I've got eyelashes, but this is the only mascara that has those whiskers on the end so I can catch those inside corners, and it does give everything. And then you can get the outside corners. And it does give everything that extra volume. How many coats of mascara do you put on, Tory?
At least 2.
At least 2, yeah. You probably remember me talking about this, but remember what I said about when you're using your mascara, what's the best way to care for the mascara so we don't dry it out?
I know you're only supposed to twist it and not pump it. You make sure you don't get as little air in it as possible.
Yes, you're right. It just makes everything last longer, and that's the whole goal of the game right there. And then if you've got any little mascara oopsies, sometimes it happens to me. I'll just go back after it's dried for a second and just pick it up. Because they're just little crumbs. They just flip right off. No problem. Okay. So we've got that all done. And then we finished up with a little bit of blush. Tori, I think you already added your blush. Am I right?
I did. Yep. I have
what do you have on?
Shy. I think it's just a Shy. Let me double check the name. Blush? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a Shy blush. Yep.
Nice. That looks good. And this is Juicy Peach. This is the one from the design. And when I put it on, you want to put your blush on so you're about 2 fingers from the center of the nostrils. And if I were to draw a line this way, I don't want the blush down here. I want the blush 2 fingers from the nostrils and like on the high points of the apples of the cheeks. So if you have to, just smile, put on your blush. And then we finished off with lipstick. So Tori, what's your lipstick lip gloss that you've got on today?
I am wearing Berry Delight.
Oh, pretty. And do you have a lip liner on with that or just by itself?
No, just by itself.
Okay. Now today I put on a lip liner, and soon all of our lip liners will be back in stock. We are anticipating that they'll be back total in stock by the end of this month. So I put on Pink Nude, and I outlined my lips and then colored them in. And then I went back and I put on Sunset. I want to make sure I get the name on this one correct. This was from the Semi Shine collection. It's the Sunset Peach lipstick, which is kind of a light color. But I think with having those rich eye shadow design going on, I think it works, overall. So, and then the last thing we're going to do, and I haven't talked about our Mary Kay finishing spray too often, but if you want to have something that just sets your makeup for the day, maybe you're going out all day or you have a special event and you want your makeup to stay perfect, you want to be using the Mary Kay finishing spray. And so it's an X spray this way and then one down. So an X and then down, or like that, X and T. Whew. And it's, when you put this on at night, it's like, whoo. But then the makeup is set for the day, and it keeps my mascara in place, all the blush, all the eyeshadow, everything just stays put perfectly. So I really like that about that. I think this is a pretty design. What do you think, Tori?
I do. The Shiny Penny definitely brings out the gold in my brown eyes.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think it does a great job. It's a nice compliment. So we're just going to wrap it up, and I'll share with you guys a little bit about why I joined my Mary Kay business. And, kind of like before Mary Kay, I was working as an interior plantscape designer, and it was back in the late 80s. And it was the first recession that I was aware of, right? I was a college graduate with a bachelor's and master's degree in horticulture, and boom, I was working as an interior plantscape designer, and without notice, I got a 50% pay cut because I worked for a small business and they simply couldn't make payroll, but they wanted me to stay on and work. And I went, well, this is going to be hard to do. I'm brand new married. How long can I stay working half pay? My student loan was happening. My car loan was happening, and I was brand new married. So I wasn't terribly happy about that. Matter of fact, I felt a little bit bummed out about it. If anyone has ever gotten they're a 50% pay cut, but asked to please stay on. It's not easy to work for half the pay. It just isn't. And so I just happened to mention it to my beauty consultant. And she said, well, maybe you should give Mary Kay at least a consideration. Come to a get together and just meet the girls. And I was kind of down and out. And so I went. And everybody was so nice, so nice. Well, nowadays we get together with people on Zoom, or sometimes we meet in my office. And it was just such a nice, loving, nurturing experience. And they were just launching the Mary Kay car program for consultants. And I went, wow, consultants can earn the use of a car from Mary Kay. And I went, I'm kind of impressed with that. And I thought, well, I don't really wear makeup. I've never thought about owning my own business. But I did like the idea of God first, family second, career third. I did feel like they accepted me, even though the fact I came in flip-flops and a halter top and a blue jean skirt too short for my figure. And they still welcomed me. And I was just surprised that they were offering this car. And I knew in my heart, I said, well, if I could learn how to squirt from bottles and teach ladies how to put on makeup, perhaps maybe I could give this a shot, because obviously my horticulture career was not happening in a big way. And so I went home and told my husband that I was going to join Mary Kay. And I said to him respectfully, I don't even want to have a conversation about it. I just want to be fully all in on this. I just wanted to be strong in my conviction. I didn't want anyone to talk me out of it. I just felt like I felt moved to do it. And that was 37 years ago this month that I joined Mary Kay. And I'm so grateful for that because of the friends, the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom with my children. Now I get to be a stay-at-home grandma with my granddaughter because I get to watch her a couple of days a week. And it's just so cool to just know that it can be full circle like that. And the friends that I've met along the way and the personal growth, I believe that if I had stayed just in horticulture, I probably would not be nearly the person that I am as a result of being part of Mary Kay, because it's more than just learning how to run your business. You learn how to live. You learn how to live by priorities. And it's kind of like, I want to say, for lack of a better term, like personal growth Girl Scouts for women. It's just an excellent place to be part of. We learn how to be our very best version of ourselves for our family and for our community. And we have the privilege of being able to work with other Mary Kay women, either as mentors or side by side or both, which is just a real unique experience all the way around. So I still get to talk about horticulture, and many of my consultants learn about my stories with plants, and we always get to swap plant stories. So I still feel like that's part of my world, but in a different way, because Mary Kay is a great community where we all rise together and celebrate each other's victories, and we hug each other when it's not a victory. We go, yeah, it's a little bit of personal growth every step of the way. And we always know that, when we set a goal, the person that we transform into as we are getting closer to a goal is really the purpose of the goal. Whether we hit the goal or not, who knows? But it's the person that we've transformed into as a result of it. We've kind of tested our mettle and have grown individually as a result of it. And I think that's pretty neat to know that you're part of a company that you could pay down the job to have personal growth and experience and build a business for a lifetime. I mean, where does that happen? So that's what I've got for now. If you'd like more information about Mary Kay, just make a comment below or reach out to me. And Tory, thank you so much. Do you have any closing remarks that you'd like to add to our YouTube viewers?
Not today.
Okay. Well, and you've been in Mary Kay now for about almost a month.
Almost a month. Yep.
Almost a month. And how are you experiencing your Mary Kay world so far?
There's a lot to it. There's more than just like opening up a binder and being like, okay, these are the colors that we have. But it's been a remarkable journey so far.
Oh, awesome. Well, I'm glad you like that. And there's just more learning to go on. And I also want to applaud Tory, because not only did she join Mary Kay, but she also took on a new chapter in her personal world to become, I'm going to let you explain that if you'd like to share that a little bit, because you'll do it better than me.
So I started being an ABA assistant. So it's a behavior assistant.
So the opportunity to do two passions, or to, to pursue your primary passion and then have this fun side hustle, that's a great thing. That's just the freedom and the flexibility that we get to have. Okay, so that's it for now. Signing off. And again, thanks for watching. Next week on Shake Up Your Makeup Bag, we're going to be talking about the boosters of Mary Kay, which, that's not something I have much, I don't do much training on. So I'm real excited about getting a more in-depth information about that and share with you what I've learned, and help you figure out what are the best boosters for you. Okay, so we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.